Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to TechNode Firmacraft. So, we are at our next multiple of 10 episode, and that means a super episode. So I hope you guys are ready. I have big plans for what I'd like to get done in this episode. So there's a couple of things, I'm just going to talk about them here real quick. One of the first ones is that we have our quest book somewhere. Where is the quest book? In here. Now in the quest book, we had the immersive engineering quest that is registered as unclaimed for some time because it didn't work properly, this Better Blast Furnace. Now for that we needed to finish it out by doing the Make It Better Faster. And for that we need to make a blast furnace preheater. Now to make that is fairly easy. I guess, yeah, right here. We need 2 sheet metal blocks, an external heater, and a fluid pipe. Now the fluid pipe's really easy, just a wrought iron sheet and a hammer. I think it needs steel, no, bronze, copper, okay, well maybe anything other than stone will work for that. But that will make 4 fluid pipes. Then we need this external heater. Now this is going to take a copper wire coil, some copper ingots, iron ingots, and redstone. So we should have everything. I just finished cooking up some copper ingots here. Because, yeah, we're kind of running low on copper. We have a little bit of a stack here. We've got 40 ingots there. And this is all the copper that I have to my name aside from that. And most of this is nuggets. We've got a little bit of poor ore. We've got a couple of rich ore. Still have this double ingot. I need to melt that back down and turn it into regular ingots. But these all are nuggets, and I really can't do anything with them short of just melting them down in a crucible and casting them into ingots. They can't be duplicated or anything. But so, oh, we need that iron still. But so, yeah, we are going to be moving a lot of that stuff later on today. So, thankfully I won't have to be running back and forth here all the time. Obviously, this sequoia tree grew. That's another thing that we were going to be looking at later on today. But so, we should have everything. I need some redstone. So we'll grab a little bit of redstone here. And we are going to need a couple of these treated wood planks, or slabs. Turn that into a plank. Where's my saw? Uh-oh. Where is my saw? That's a good question. Where is my saw? Was it in... No? What did I do with my saw? Uh-oh. Well, I need my saw to turn these planks into sticks. It's not over here? I don't think it goes in chests. Don't know. Well, that's no good. Let me figure out where my saw is, and I'll continue on from there. Well, that didn't take too much to find. Apparently I had made some better barrels and forgot to bring it back out of there. But so we need our steel saw to turn these into sticks. So we'll do that real quick. Then we need to place copper ingots around there for our low voltage wire coils. Then we need these around an iron ingot for the copper wire coil. Then we need iron in each corner, that in the middle, copper here, and then a piece of redstone, and there we go. There's the external heater. Then we need these fluid pipes, and then we'll move our hammer down here, and that will make us the sheet metal blocks. So what we do is we take our sheet metal blocks, we need the external heater and the fluid pipe, and that's going to make one of these blast furnace preheaters. Now we need to make a second one, because we can put 2 of them on this thing. But the way that these work, you put them on the side of the blast furnace, and then you supply power to them from the top. So if we hop up here and take a look at the top, we can see an immersive engineering power input. So we can put the low voltage power connectors on top of these, and then connect it with wiring. Now that is going to be a bit of a problem because we do not have near enough power generation. But I think what I'm going to have to do is make a few more of these low voltage capacitors because, well, quite frequently when I'm not using these machines, this thing fills up with power and then we're just wasting all of our power production. So that would be the next thing then, is to make a bunch of those. And for now, I am going to leave the windmills here. Now, I did say I have plans to move those up on top of this hill, but for now they're going to stay here. And we're going to put the capacitor bank here at the base of the windmill. And then after that, we're going to run cables over to this area. So I said we were going to be moving the blast furnace, and really, the rain! I get so tired of the rain sometimes. But we are going to be moving the blast furnace over into this area. So I am going to put the more advanced ore processing things next to the forge. Now, I have not decided what I want to do as far as the style of the building. Oh, come on, I slept. Get out of here. But I haven't decided what I want to do for the style of that building. It's going to be something similar to this one, but not quite the same. You know, obviously this one was meant to look like a blacksmith shop. Now, for these others with the mechanism machines, we're going to want it to look a bit more like a factory because they're a bit more high-tech. So, yeah, I got to figure out what I want to do with that. And maybe I can get a little building done on this. Maybe I'll just move the blast furnace. But I am going to make those extra capacitors, like I said, and then I'll be back and we'll look at something else. And I forgot, we need to get that quest finished out. So we get 4 magnetite ore out of this. Whoop-de-da. But that does open up the bauxite ore, which is one that we can get the next time that we head up north to try to get diamonds. And then we have we still need to do this more power one. But yeah, I think I will get a couple of things done and then I'll be back. And now I have a whole bunch more of the capacitor banks. I think I made 6 more of them. And yeah, we're storing a lot of power over here now. So each of these will hold 100,000 RF. We've got 7 of them chained together, so this one will empty first. And obviously we're using a little bit of power over here. Okay, so we're using a little bit more than we're producing at the moment. But what we've got, I kind of moved my machines here around a little bit so that all that I have to do now is put my ore piles into the purification chamber and they automatically make it over here to the enrichment chamber. And once we get 16 dust, then I have to stop everything or go grab them or else it stops. Now I also have a very simple single power line running over here to the blast furnace where I have installed these preheaters and they are now working. So now it will increase the speed of making black, blue, and red steel. So that is really nice too. So I'm going to quickly put all of these down on the ground. Now I also made a couple of black steel shears, got them up on the wall so that we can cut down these sequoia trees here in a little bit. But unfortunately I have some bad news to give you guys. So I went out to get some gravel. So I went up here a little bit north of the base. This is a gravel beach. So I thought that would be a good place to just harvest some gravel. So you can see the area here that I had been working in. Well, it's right next to a ravine. Well, I didn't know for sure where I wanted to go, so I took my horse up there. And I hopped off the horse, went to start inspecting the area, figure out what I wanted to do for sure. My horse decided to jump into the ravine. So, this is all I have left of my horse. So I have to go and try to tame another one. That is unfortunate. Now, one thing about that horse was it was very slow. So it's not a terrible loss that I don't have him anymore, but at the same time, yeah, it just sucks. But so I think what I'm probably going to do, I've seen a couple of brown horses out by where I made the big huge hole in the ground over here in this area. So I think there were some horses right around here. I'll head over there and see if I can grab one of them and tame it down. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Now, I have also gone and collected a whole bunch more sticks because I was completely out of sticks for making these balloons, which obviously I used up all of the recipe. But I needed to get some sticks, so at the same time I got a bunch of acacia wood. We have this barrel completely full, and then we're filling a bin. So, yeah, I've been working on that a little bit. You can see I came into this area here and chopped a whole bunch. I chopped a whole bunch here. Basically what I did was I used my scythe to break a whole bunch of leaves before I chopped the trees down. I did that until the scythe broke. And the last little tidbit of updated information is that we have some foods that have just started appearing around the area. So we have some wheat over here, over by the food prep area. We have some soybeans, you can see here. I believe we had, over here in the fruit orchard, we had some potatoes show up. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure I am going to be planting an actual garden this year. And actually, it looks like we have some more stuff over here on the side of the mountain. So, yeah. Looks like more soybeans. Well, soybeans are not exactly what I need, because I've still got a lot of soybeans left over from last year's harvest. But yeah, these are definitely soybeans. But I had one other bad thing happen. I had a tornado come through here. And I found out that my roof does not hold up to tornadoes. Tornado will rip up the treated wood slabs. So I don't know what I could do about that. I could possibly change the material that I've got this roof made out of, but I really like the way that it looks. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. But any way you look at it, I am going to go grab that horse, see if I can get it tamed down. Oh, we've got more soybeans over here. Soybeans all over the place. So I'm going to go grab that horse, see if I can get it tamed down. And, yeah, it's just about time for my Sunday live stream. So I think we're going to be doing some more mining today. Hopefully find those diamonds. You know, been looking for those for a while. So, yep, I will see you guys after a little bit. So I just got done live streaming, and we searched for over 2 hours to try to find diamonds and couldn't find any. But what we did have was a suggestion from Bloody the Great to come down and do some mob farming down just above bedrock. And I've been waiting for some time to try to find some zombies, and I think I finally got the one that I was looking for, which is this guy. He is dressed in red steel, and he's supposed to drop diamonds. So we're going to try to kill this guy, and wow, he's got a lot of HP. 4,000 HP. And also it says pig zombie. That is kind of weird. But anyway, we're going to kill this guy and see if he drops a zombie. We can see there's some, shader grab bags there on the ground. So, yeah, we'll have to get those too. So, die? Come on. Oh, did he? Yes, he dropped a diamond. Oh, God, I don't have any inventory space. Diamond, yes! And a weak red steel ingot, nice! So, yeah, when that guy showed up, there was an explosion here. I don't know what that was all about, but, oh, we've got more zombies. Alright, well, let's, go ahead and kill these guys. So, oh, yep, there we go. This is what happens when we try to kill the zombies. They just keep spawning in more zombies. So we've got one in steel, black bronze, I'm not sure what that... Oh, black steel. Nice. So, stupid bats. Oh, another red steel zombie. Does that mean we're going to get another diamond? That would be really nice if we could get another diamond out of this. Please, is it every time that you kill one of these guys you get a diamond? That would be wonderful. Come on, die already. There we go. Okay, did he give me a diamond? Yes, he did. All right, 2 of them. 2 diamonds. Okay. So, the spawning chamber here is nothing more than just a dark room right above bedrock. Oh, dark. And we are Y equals 7, and the only real problem we have here is bats. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to clean all this stuff up and head back up to the surface, and hopefully we can get our electrolytic separator now. So I did forget to mention something in the last clip. So during the live stream, I also made an ultimate bucket. Now this is made fairly easily with a blue steel sheet and a red steel sheet, so it did take 2 ingots each of red and blue steel. But yeah, we are able to pick up lava now. So yeah, that is really nice. We can use that for, the one generator that uses temperature differentials. That is gonna come in really handy for generating power. So another thing that we can do with that is make deionized water. Now I tried putting it under here, but I'm not sure that I can use deionized water to quench items from the forge. I know that I cannot fill my leather water sack with deionized water. I've tried that. But we did get a lot of stuff from down killing the zombies in the, well, call it the diamond farm now. But we got quite a bit of stuff. Oh, and for some reason my stuff got all screwed up. So I had this all sorted a bit ago. So we have some shader grab bags. We got 2 diamonds, a bismuth bronze, 2 pig iron ingots, a wrought iron ingot, and 2 red or weak red steel ingots. So that is quite a nice haul. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at what these shader grab bags are. Now, I opened one of them during the live stream. We got an arrow one from that. But let's go ahead and see what we get here. So this is a common. This gave us magnum. And let's take a look at the epic and the rare. So the epic gives us Twilly, I don't know. And another Sunstrike. So we already have Sunstrike. And I used the Sunstrike one on a second mining drill that I made during the live stream. So we have both of these have the ability to carry 4,000 fuel, and then all that we have to do is use our engineer's workbench, which I have here, to remove the drill head from one when it runs out of fuel and put it on the other. So that is really nice. But I started looking at what we are going to need for making the electrolytic separator, and we are not going to be able to get started on that immediately because to make this thing we need aluminum. So aluminum is going to be a little bit of a problem. So to make the aluminum ingots we need the arc furnace. It is the only way to get this stuff as far as I can tell. I don't think the pit kiln works. But the arc furnace will give us 2 aluminum per ore pile. And yeah, we're going to have to make that, but also we are going to have to go and get some bauxite. So the closest bauxite that I found was right up here in this area. So this is not too far away. You can see some of the others. We've got bauxite here, and then quite a bit of it up in this area. And then I think there's some over here. We've got tungsten too, silver, gold, sphalerite, graphite, bauxite. So yeah, we've got a fair amount of bauxite, more bauxite, and platinum. Maybe I should head up to this place and get some platinum while I'm at it too. But we are going to have to make that arc furnace, and I'm not sure what that is going to entail to make. So let me do a little figuring on that. I might be going up to do some mining, I might not. Depends on how complicated this arc furnace is going to be. So I'll figure that all out and then I'll be back. Well, I have done a little bit of checking in the engineer's manual, and it does not look like we're going to be ready to make that arc furnace. So as far as the arc furnace itself is concerned, we can handle this. It's a cauldron, 14 steel slabs, 4 blocks of steel, 8 reinforced blast bricks, 14 light engineering blocks, 7 heavy engineering blocks, and 10 steel scaffolding. Now that is going to take a lot of iron, but we do have the capabilities of making that. Now the problem is it consists of a steel vat topped by electrodes which heat up the metal. Now if we go through here and look at the graphite electrodes, which is what we need to put into the top of it, this requires hop graphite dust. And this is just for the blueprint for that. Now, to actually make the electrodes, if we look up graphite, we see the hop graphite dust is made with coke dust in the industrial squeezer. Now, the coke dust, supposedly we're supposed to be able to make this like we do charcoal in a pit. So I don't know if that'll work or not, but we can also do it in the immersive engineering crusher or the Railcraft rock crusher with coal coke. Now, we don't have very much coal coke. So how much of that do we have? Where is that? Well, I guess we have 45. So we have a little bit. And I think the way that we get that in here, yeah, we have to put coal or blocks of coal, or we can put, no, that's just to make charcoal. Yeah, we have to put coal into it, and we don't have a lot of coal. So, yeah, I might have to go and do some coal mining, but that is, once again, just to make the blueprints. We need 3 of these graphite electrodes to make that, and that requires 4 hop graphite ingots. And those are made in the blast furnace with the hop graphite dust. So we would need quite a bit of the hop graphite dust before we would be able to get this going. So 8 coke dust each, yeah, we need a lot of that stuff. So we're not going to be working on that. Instead, we're going to look at the quest book, and we've got a couple of quests here that we could try to work on. Now, like I said, we've got the energetic coke, and it says, you know, you'll need to find a better fuel. Well, here. For some metals, you really need a high temperature to melt and work. You'll need to find a better fuel for your forge. You know how to make charcoal. I wonder if you could do the same thing with coal. Best make sure that all those piles are full, cover, light, and wait for it to stop. Hammer time! Okay. Well, we could try that, but like I said, we would have to go and mine some coal first. But we do have some stuff here in the Iron Age we can look at. Now, we've already completed this ultimate bucket, but we need to make the red and blue buckets first. So the red steel bucket, red steel is first metal you have found that is resilient enough to hold an entire source block of water. So we need to make a red steel bucket. And then the blue steel. Blue steel seems to be the only alloy strong enough to tolerate the intense heat of carrying lava. So both of these are made with a steel sheet in their corresponding color, red steel and blue steel. So yeah, pretty simple stuff. We are just going to be heating up a couple of red steel and blue steel ingots in order to first weld them together, then flatten them out, and then finally turn them into buckets. So I'm going to take care of that here real quick, and then hopefully we can get all of those quests taken care of. And so at this point we now have all of our buckets. We have red steel, blue steel, and ultimate bucket. So all 3 of these quests are now completed. So from this one we are going to get 16 bottles of enchanting, 8 magnetite, and then we're going to take the 8 more magnetite. From the blue one we're going to get the same thing, once again taking the 8 magnetite. And then from the ultimate bucket we get rich magnetite, so we're definitely going to be taking that. So that puts us close to completed here in the Iron Age. So we're at 87% now. So next we have the Get Hoppin'. Now we have made a hopper in the past, but we're going to need a lot more of these. So yeah, to make a hopper, we first have to make the Terra Firmacraft hopper, which is made with 2 wrought iron double sheets. We can make this in the metal press later on, but for now, this is how we're going to be doing it. Now, we can make our wrought iron double sheets in the Railcraft rolling machine, so I'm going to get those made up, and then we'll come over here and do our forging afterwards. Alright, so these guys should be hot enough now to make the hopper. So if we place these in here, we have our one here. So we need a bend, hammer, upset at the end. So bend, hammer, upset, and then heavy hit, light hit, punch, light hit, punch. Okay, so heavy hit, light hit, punch, punch. Then bend, heavy hit, upset. There we go. So there's our Terra Firma Craft hopper, which I do not believe... Oh, okay, yes, that was the one that we needed. So next, a hopper. Ah, finally a hopper. Let the automation begin. So to make this guy, we now need to take this Terra Firma Craft hopper with a chest and a hammer. And so, yeah, we've got a little bit to do there. We're going to go ahead and drop this in there real quick. So yeah, I figured it was a good idea to take the crucible and move it over where I was working and melt a little bit of the copper nuggets while I was waiting, because they are kind of useless otherwise. So let's head over here and grab a chest. Okay, a chest. We're also going to need a piece of lumber here in a little bit. And then somewhere around here, I have a hammer. Where is my hammer? Wait, it's in the barrel. Where did I put the barrel? Right here. There's my hammer. Okay, so we need to take the hammer, the chest, and then the Terra Firma Craft hopper, and we get a Minecraft hopper. Alright, so that should complete this reward now. And that's going to give us 4 more magnetite. That's kind of nice. So next up, we need automation for the people. Sweetness follows 101 uses. Putting things in by hand? Do I look like a minion? Give me some automation. So we need to make hopper ducks. So to make hopper ducks, we need 2 iron plates, a piece of lumber, and a hammer. It has to be steel or better. Well, this is a steel hammer, so that's no problem. So let's go ahead and grab 2 wrought iron steel sheets, and there we go, hopper ducks. So now, poke it with a stick. What? Best make it a pointy stick. The tool must be a vanilla stick, which is like a TFC stick, but sharper. Okay, how do we make a vanilla stick? Okay, so we need to take a Minecraft stick, or a Terra Firma Craft stick with a knife. Really? Well, let's go ahead and grab a little bit of stone, make ourselves a couple of knife blades, because we need those anyway, and then we need 3 sticks. Alright, so we'll make these 2 into knives, and then we'll do this, and we get a Minecraft stick. Okay, next, being selective. It's like a hopper, but fancy. A graded hopper. Okay, so the graded hopper, we need our hopper, iron bars, and a steel hammer, or a hammer of some kind. So I happen to have some iron bars over here in the iron chest. So let's grab an iron bar. I hate wasting a hopper this way, but there we go, the graded hopper. So is that everything? Yes, it is. So this is going to give us 8 more hopper ducks. Kind of a useless quest if you ask me, but that completes the Iron Age. So we have 1 left in the casting age, and then we've got a whole bunch of other stuff to take care of. Now, forestry, I know we need to get into here shortly, because there are some really good bees that can help us out. But yeah, and we have more power available here and all kinds of stuff. I know you'll find this letter. What? Mailboxes don't do me any good because I'm single player, but whatever. So I don't know what we're going to do there. We still have a lot in Railcraft, which the bauxite we're going to have to get anyway, and then we still have the better coke, and I think this has something to do with the whatever this stuff, the treated wood. And over here we need to make the Railcraft rock crusher. So that might actually be a good option for making the coke. Let's just take a look at that graphite. So the hot graphite dust, yeah, we need the industrial squeezer, which we have. We need the coke dust, which we can make in the rock crusher from that. Okay, well, let's take a look at the rock crusher then. I believe it was a bit much the last time that I looked at it, but I think we should be okay now. Rockweed? Interesting. Ooh. No, we need a lot more diamonds before we can do that. So that's what we were limited on, was the diamonds. So maybe I need to head back down into the bottom of the world for a little bit, fight some more zombies, maybe increase the size of that chamber, the spawning chamber, and if I can get a few more diamonds, we'll consider making that, but I need at least 3 of them to make that rock crusher. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down into the, well, it's the old abandoned rich hematite mine, and yeah, I'll see if I can get some more diamonds. These are the guys we wanted. Come on, drop some armor. Ooh, blue steel? What are you gonna drop? Well, let's find out. Ooh! Ooh, a weak blue steel and a diamond. Nice. And we got carrots. We got some weak steel and pig iron. Wow. And a couple of shader grab bags. Yeah, this is pretty nice. And we've got more zombies inbound. And I see some creepers down there too. So yeah, I don't think that we're going to have too much trouble with this. Ooh, that's a zombie villager. No? Okay. Ooh, another grab bag. Alright, well, we've got a few mobs to kill here, but I have increased the size of this thing, so yeah, that's good. Oh, more zombie villagers. Zombie villagers, come on. Can you guys spawn some guys in? That would be really nice. I would love to see that. And by the way, I found out zombies will break the rope ladders. So be careful with that. There we go. Oh, it stopped at the black bronze. Woohoo. Well, I guess I've got creepers to kill. See you guys after a little bit. Ah, 2 of them. I took a lot of damage on that, though. There were skeletons around. Oh, nice. Nice. Lots of stuff. Ooh, man, that is nice. So I've got 3 diamonds now. Beautiful, and here comes more zombies. Oh, I am loving this. Come on, guys. Let's go. Come on. Oh. But zombies. Nope, not skeletons. Been enough of a pincushion. Come on, zombies. Come on, skelly butt. Okay, zombies. Let's go. Come on, give me some good ones. Come on, over here. There you go. No. Oh, you guys are no fun. Well, more zombies inbound. Hopefully I can get a few more diamonds. I have enough now to do what I need, but hopefully I'll get a few more. Well, honestly, I think that should be enough. So I've gotten 4 regular diamonds and 2 flawless diamonds. Now, each one of these can be turned into 2 regular diamonds, or we can turn them into 2 diamond dust in the mechanism crusher. And these guys can be then run through the enrichment chamber to make compressed diamond, which will give us 80 diamond in the metallurgic infuser rather than 10 with the diamond dust. So that is exactly what we need for making our reinforced alloys. And now we have enough diamonds to go ahead and make that Railcraft crusher. So yeah, I am going to get back to the base. We'll get that crusher set up, and then I'll have to head up north and get some bauxite so that we can continue on with making this metallurgic infuser. Electrolytic separator. That thing, yeah. So a lot of goodies to look at. We got 6 weak blue steel, 3 weak steel. These I had on me. 5 pig iron, 2 bismuth bronze, and 2 wrought iron, as well as our 2 flawless diamonds and our 4 regular diamonds. But I just got back to the base, and we have something else waiting for us. Cherries. So now I get to go through and harvest all these cherries. And I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of them because they're also over there. So let me put this stuff away, and then I will go harvest that, and I'll let you guys know how much I get, because there's going to be a lot of it. So I went ahead and harvested the cherries as well as the wheat, potatoes, and strawberries, soybeans that I had around the area, and we got a little bit of wheat, better part of a stack of potatoes, almost an entire stack of soybeans, and almost 12 stacks of cherries. So yes, we have a lot of cherries. I'm very happy about that. We should not have anything to worry about with fruit now, because the plums will be coming just in a little while. Now, where are we going to put this stuff? Maybe over here? Yeah, we'll put these over here. So yeah, we'll have plums here in a little bit too. And so yeah, food has become a non-issue again. So yeah, I guess. But anyway you look at it, now that I've got this harvested, I'm going to go ahead and get all the stuff gathered together that we need for the rock crusher, and then suppose we'll take a look at how to make that and what we can do with it. And now I have everything set up for this rock crusher. So we've got 3 recipes. I've actually got a little bit of extra, the steel and pistons, but we have 12 blocks of the rock crusher blocks, and we need to set these up in a 3x2x2, and there we go. There's the rock crusher. Now, a big word of advice on this thing is do not get on top of it. It will kill you. So that is something to keep in mind. So now we're going to hook this up with some power, and there we go. So now all that we need to do is put our items into it, and it should crush them. So we need to crush some of this coal coke. So we'll just go ahead and crush all of it. I see no reason not to. And so this is actually going to happen fairly quickly, and we'll get the coke dust. Now we need 8 each of these to run through the industrial squeezer to make the hop graphite dust. So yeah, we have a lot of this stuff to make. I think I'm going to end up having to go and mine some coal, and I believe the nearest coal that I have is clear out here. So yeah, I might have to head out to the east quite a ways and see if I can get some coal. But yeah, we now have the rock crusher. Hopefully everything will work good there, and wow, we're running out of power awfully quickly in this thing. So yep, I will be back in a little bit, hopefully, when we have some, well, a decent amount of coke dust. Well, actually, here, we'll wait just a second. We'll get the 8th one here. There we go. So now we have 8 of them. We'll go ahead and drop this into the industrial squeezer. And we should get, there we go, hop graphite dust. So, come on. There we go. So now this stuff here, of course, we need 2 of them to make the blueprint for the furnace electrodes. And then we need to smelt a bunch of it down to make the ingots, because we need 4 each for the electrodes, and we need 3 electrodes. So yeah, there is a lot of this stuff to make. So I'm going to head out, mine some coal, apparently harvest some more cherries, and then I will be back. Well, I have to say, power generation is becoming something of a major issue. But we are making quite a bit of coal coke now. I brought back almost 2,000 coal, and so I am making blocks of coal coke now. And unfortunately, we don't have the power to keep the rock crusher running, because I'm also processing ores at the same time. We are making tons and tons of iron, silver, all kinds of other stuff, and you can see we don't even have power in the purification chamber right now. But we have gotten tons of steel, as you can see, more than 264s, and 11 on top of that. We have more than a 64 of black steel now, as well as 3 64s. 63? Why is there 63 on there? I don't know. But, must have screwed something up there. Where did that one go? Over here. It's running away from me. Darn you. So there's 64. So yeah, we have a lot of iron, a lot of steel. I've also smelted down a whole bunch of lead and a whole bunch of tin. We have more than a 64 of those as well. But with completing the rock crusher and getting all of this coal coke turned into coke dust, we have completed 2 quests in the quest book. So we now have the casting age completed, thanks to getting the energetic coke. And so this one is going to give us 16 coke dust. That is quite nice, because we will now be able to compress this down into 2 of the hop graphite. So there we go. So we have 10 of those. That is very nice. So the other one is here in the Railcraft and Immersive Engineering, and this is for completing the crusher. So I crush your head and more. So diamonds? Really? Does what you expect. It crushes stuff. You'll need to process ore piles, not ore pieces. Check NEI for all the recipes. Remember to be careful. Any items that drop into it that don't have a recipe will be destroyed. Okay, that was confusing for a second. But yeah, if you drop something into the crusher and there's no recipe, it's gone. So, an unexpected bonus. Processing ores into dust gives you a chance of bonus ores. But there is a bigger bonus. Dust can be mixed to produce alloys. No more pesky math and piles of shameful unknown ingots. Well, we don't have any unknown ingots, but this is going to give us 4 magnetite ore piles. So that's really nice. And now we have the tunnel bore, melting metals with steam, and the drop anchor one was already there. But we have a couple other things for Railcraft still. But the tunnel bore is something that I'm kind of curious to try out, because this would come in really handy if it works for making the tunnels where I search for ores. But there is a bit of information about the tunnel bore here. It says, we've done what we could to make the tunnel bore useful in TFC, but its use is limited. The durability of the bore head cannot be changed, and the fuel is hard-coated. We have adjusted the fuel usage as best we could. However, it is definitely not recommended as a mining tool, but it might be useful as just a tunneling tool. So we'll just have to see if that can work. I have no idea if it will or not. So that's where we're at on our quest. So now we are ready to try to make some of these graphite electrodes so that we can continue on with getting our arc furnace. And of course we are going to have to update our power before we can use that. But so to make this arc furnace, and why is NEI off? I do not know. So let's look at the uses here. So we need a black steel ingot, some hot graphite dust, some uncrushed lapis, and then some paper. So we should have all of those things. So let's just grab 3 pieces of reeds. There's our paper. Let's see, what else did we need there? We need the lapis. Ooh. Oh, are you kidding? I have 2. Oh, no. Okay, well, it looks like I get to head back out to the east where I've found lapis and go and get some of that so that we can continue on with this quest. So I went out and got an awful lot of lapis. We have, well, full 64 of them still in here. And I have the recipe set up here for the electrodes, but we're going to hold off on that for just a little bit because power has become such an issue here that it's not even funny. So we're going to start working towards getting some better power, or at least more power. So what we have available to us is several generators. We are currently using the kinetic dynamos from Immersive Engineering. We also have the clockwork engines from forestry, but we have other options available to us. As we can see here, we have the thermoelectric generator from Immersive Engineering. We also have generator blocks, which will be able to be used later on with the diesel generator. Then we have the heat generator from Mechanism Generators. We have the solar generator, which we're using one of those. Gas burning generator, biogenerator, advanced solar generator, which these are really powerful. The wind generator from Mechanism Generators. And then we have a whole bunch of other stuff here that deals with turbines and reactors from Mechanism Generators. Now, I would love to get into this stuff. I'm not sure how it works, so I'll have to do a lot of research on it. But we do have a quest in the quest book to kind of help us along in this. So, more power, and it is pretty. This is a nice little modular power generator. You can set and forget. It works with TFC lava, water, and ice. Well, unfortunately, where we are at, ice will just melt. And I tried it with the cellars. Well, I tried placing down some of the cellars ice and it just disappears. It doesn't even carry a water source with it. But so we have everything set up here to make the generator. So we need the low voltage wire coils. We need the copper wire coils. And then we need some cupronickel. Now, the cupronickel, I have been making it with copper dust and nickel dust. Now what it is it is 45 to 55% copper and 45 to 55% nickel in crucible, or we can do it this way. I think the arc furnace, once we get that going, can just melt the ingots directly. But we get the dust, we cook that in the furnace, smash the ingots in the rolling mill to turn them into double ingots, and then plates, and so then we get these guys. And so this will make 3 of these thermoelectric generators. Now, for temporary thing, I am going to set these guys up somewhere over here because this is close to where we're using power anyway. But we also need some power cables. So I suppose right here would probably work. So let's go ahead and dig a little bit of a hole here. So we have 3 generators. We're going to need a generator here, a lava source here, and a water source here. But I want to utilize more of that lava source. Now, I don't think additional water source blocks makes any difference, and I'll experiment with that later. But so we're going to start out by placing down these thermoelectric generators right here. Then we are going to place down our lava bucket. There we go. And now it says hot engine lubricant. I hope that that still works. Then we're going to place this, and we'll find out if this guy is making any power. Now, it doesn't show anything, but we're going to go ahead and hook this up to there. This will show, okay, yes, we are getting power. So we've got that, and let's see here. We need the hammer from, the engineer's hammer from Immersive Engineering. We will need to change one side of this to input. So let's go ahead and put that on there. And now we'll see if we can reach far enough. Yes, we can. Okay, so I'm not sure how much power this guy is generating. Let's see, we show nothing there, so that's not very helpful. But let's go ahead and get the other 3 set up. We're going to need the red bucket. So let's go ahead and go down and grab one more water source. We'll make ourselves an infinite spring up here. So we'll just take out these 2 blocks, set this down, there we go, and there. So we should be generating with all 3 of those now. So yep, they are definitely generating. Let's go ahead and connect these guys all to there. And so now we should be getting quite a bit more power from that area. Now the other generators, the wind generator and the solar generator isn't doing anything. They should not be getting power through to here. We are not getting any power through here because of all of these other machines. So we can kind of see how fast power is coming in from those 3. And it looks like we get about 7 RF a tick from each one of them. That's not a whole lot, but the nice part is we can set this up and then not worry about it anymore. So if we wanted to set up a huge tower of these, we could. And I'm kind of curious if it has to be a source block of the hot liquid, or if we can use the, I can't pick that up with this, or if we can use flowing. So let's just try that real quick. This would be a really easy thing to try. We're going to set the lava here and then see now if this goes over there, are we generating, or does it require the source block? So I think we're getting power through from the other side, but no, we're not. Maybe? We can ensure that we're not getting power through from the other side by simply breaking one of these other guys. So we'll break this one. Okay, so no, we are not getting power from the flowing lava. So yeah, that is kind of unfortunate, but we needed to test that. So it does have to be source blocks, but now we are getting a little bit of power. Like I said, 21 RF a tick. So each one of those generators with water and lava gives 7 RF a tick. So if I'm going to use those, I will need to do a whole lot more of them. But let's see what the quest book has got for us. So next it has Wet and Windy, which is the kinetic dynamo. The kinetic dynamo is used with the water wheel or windmill. We have not changed the mechanics of this, so read the manual for details. Yes, and Immersive Engineering is really good in their manual, but that completes that quest. So we are getting closer and closer here. Now, one that I forgot about was Railcraft having steam. We can use steam from Railcraft for power as well, but for now, I think I'm going to make a few more of these, try to get a little bit more lava, and just push a little bit more power out of that. And I guess we were gonna, or I was going to check and see, now if we put an additional source block of water next to this guy, will this produce more power? So that'll put an extra water source next to each of those. No, it doesn't. So, yeah, we are limited to 7 RF for each one of these. That actually kind of sucks. Not much power. Well, maybe I will have to get this thing going, but I can, like I said, I can build these. I could bury them in the ground or something and just have the power coming out of the ground. I'll figure out something, but power is still a big issue. We've got to get that figured out before we make the arc furnace. So yeah, I think I will get that taken care of and then I'll be back. So a little bit of testing has proved that putting a lava and water source on each side of these thermoelectric generators will actually double their power output. So we are now getting 14 RF a tick out of each one of these. Now I don't know for sure. This seems like a good way to get power because 2 of these basically equates to 1 of those. But I gotta be really careful where I put it because it can burn stuff down. But it does make these a lot more valuable. So, yeah, we are currently fully charged, or we were fully charged on our capacitors. We've already used a couple of them. Wow. Actually, we are now. We were fully charged on our capacitors when I came here, and now we are out of power. So, yeah, this purification chamber, we might want to make some of our upgrades for that. So let's go ahead and take a look at those real quick. I don't remember what they are. So upgrade. So we need the mechanism upgrades. Where are they at? Right here. So we need the energy upgrade. We need some gold dust, enriched alloy, and glass. Okay, the glass and the enriched alloy is not an issue. The gold dust is. So we have very little gold. We have 8 gold piles here. So I suppose I might need to go and do some mining for that. But I think we have some gold dust in here at the moment. Let's check. Yes, okay, good, we do. So let's go ahead and make 8 of those, because that's how many we can put into a machine. And then the glass, I don't have any glass made currently, so we'll just grab a little of this. This is the shale sand, and we'll go ahead and drop that into the furnace. And I guess I still have this wrought iron ingot that I picked up there. So the other thing was the enriched alloy. So let's go ahead and whoa, wait, why am I'm not supposed to, God. Oh, glass, yeah. I thought I was smelting the gold. I'm like, yeah, no, don't smelt the gold. Well, okay. So enriched alloy. We don't have any. Really? Okay, well, I will make some enriched alloy, make some glass, and then I'll be back and we will hopefully have more power. Well, I have made a few more of these generators. I've got one over there that I don't have a lava source for. But unfortunately, if we look at the map, there's no lava anywhere around here. So to go get lava is a pretty big ordeal. I either have to go down here, there's some lava on this island, there's a bunch over here in this area, or I can go up to the north. There's some here at the edge of the shale, and then there is a huge amount up in this area where I've been looking for diamonds in the gabbro rock, and there's a bunch over here. Yeah, I don't know why there is 0 lava anywhere in this area. I've done a little bit of exploring trying to see if there's any closer. Yeah, it's like from here to here is a lava dead zone, but that's kind of irrelevant. I can make a trip, go and get some, but we are producing a lot more power here now. Now, I have also gone through and maxed out the energy upgrades in every one of these machines, so they're now holding a lot more power, as well as... forgot about that. As well as using very little. So like the Metallurgic Infuser is now only using 8 RF a tick, this guy uses 8, this one uses 8, and the Purification Chamber only uses 32. Now, in the Purification Chamber, I also went ahead and put in 8 of the gas upgrades. Now, that reduces the amount of gas that we use, and that makes it to where my flint lasts a lot longer. I think we can almost get an entire ore pile processed off of one flint now. So that's very impressive, actually. So, yeah. I have that. Now, another thing that we have been getting here, because this one here actually is a true lava source, not the whatever hot engine lubricant. So the lava source actually puts the sulfur on the ground. So I've been getting some of that. Got almost a stack of it already, and that stuff I think will come in handy later on for or quintupling if we can ever get to that point. But yeah, we definitely made some good progress in this episode. It has been a lot of time. We're actually into the middle of July, the middle of summer already. It's yeah, been a lot of in-game time, a lot of real-life time, and a lot of work involved in all of this. And so I've got to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, or anything you'd like to see me work on, be sure to leave that down in the comments. If you enjoyed this longer episode again, be sure to let me know on that. And I will see you next time. Bye!